Mario Kart is definitely one of Nintendo's best franchises to date, and I've been lucky to have gotten to play almost all of them. Today, I'm going to be counting down my top 10 favorites. As a side note, all the ones I haven't played will be near the bottom, so if I did play them, they'd likely be higher up on the list. Let's get into the countdown! Okay, well, technically there have only ever been 9 Mario Kart games, so I'm including the one on the arcade made by Namco. I don't know much about it besides Pac-Man characters being in it, so there's not much else I can comment on. The Mario Kart released on the Game Boy Advance must have been such a disappointment coming out after Mario Kart 64. The graphics don't look too great, and the tracks, since they're all flat, aren't that interesting. Something that I really like about this, however, is that it contains every single track from the original Mario Kart on the SNES, which in some people's eyes makes the original useless now. I've never gotten to play this one, but if I did, I would say it would probably get around the same spot it is at now. Alright guys, some of you are going to be mad at me, but in my defense, I've never gotten a chance to play this Mario Kart. Mario Kart Double Dash takes this spot. This is one of the most unique Mario Karts, being the only game with 2 players per kart. Characters also have exclusive items, and this introduces some of my favorite tracks like Baby Park and Yoshi Circuit. The battle mode, by many people, has been one of the best in the whole series. If I get to play this, it will definitely get a much better spot. Finally, one I can actually talk about. The original Super Mario Kart gets this spot. Turning in this game is honestly the worst part. I always go off the track and it feels like it's the game's fault. It just doesn't feel right and it feels just very slippery. It's also very hard to catch up once you fall behind. It feels like once you get hit, you can't win. The items, with the exception of the feather, are pretty useless. The red shells run into walls all the time, and the bananas fly too far after being thrown. Overall, this is an okay game, but it doesn't really compare to the other Mario Kart games on the list. Mario Kart 64 is a pretty good rendition of Mario Kart. It has 2 of my favorite tracks, being Yoshi Valley and Toad's Turnpike, and many people's favorite battle track, Block Fort. The items in this game are very balanced. This was the first game to introduce the blue shell and the golden mushroom, which is definitely an improvement over Super Mario Kart's items. The reason it's so low is because, compared to the other Mario Kart games, the controls don't feel as solid, and there's also a lot less content. Overall, still a very good Mario Kart game. Mario Kart 7 is a decent Mario Kart. The most noteworthy thing for me is that this has to have the weirdest lineup in any Mario Kart game, like Queen Bee, Lakitu, Wiggler. No Waluigi! This introduces some pretty cool tracks like Piranha Plant Slide. It also brought back Waluigi Pinball. But still no Waluigi. What? This game introduced the Fire Flower, a very cool power-up, and the Tanuki Leaf. Moving swiftly onward, I don't even remember the battle mode in Mario Kart 7, so I can't really comment on that. The main thing added was the glider mechanic, which I felt wasn't that great until Mario Kart 8. It felt unnatural to use, and I didn't like it much. This also allowed driving underwater, which was very cool and opened up a lot of possibilities. Mario Kart Wii is to many people their favorite. To many people, this has the best roster in the Mario Kart franchise. While I think that goes to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I can definitely see where people are coming from. This game introduced some really good tracks like Mushroom Gorge and my personal favorite, Rainbow Road, in the series. This game introduced bikes into the series, and while I never used them, many people enjoy them. Something that's really cool is the many shortcuts in this game that are absolutely insane, and the community around this game have made hundreds of custom tracks. The battle mode is very forgettable, and I don't really remember playing it. I can certainly see why so many people regard this as their favorite Mario Kart, but I have a few other choices. Mario Kart DS was my first ever Mario Kart. I loved and played this game all the time. If I were to say, this is probably the Mario Kart game I've played the most. A tournament was held at my school years ago, and I actually won playing my favorite character, Drybones. I'm still surprised he made it in over Koopa, but I'm happy nonetheless. Unlike the other Mario Kart games, the thing I remember most about this was the battle mode. I used to play this every Sunday with my cousin, and my favorite map, probably my favorite battle map ever, had to have been the DS track. It was such a fun and creative idea. This game introduced a bullet bill into the series, and this finally balanced the game and got a good way to catch up. The track selection isn't the best in the series, but it's still got some pretty solid tracks. The roster in this game is only 12, but it has Drybones, my favorite Mario character, and in fact, this game is the reason why he is my favorite. And Rob the Robot. What a weird choice. There's also Shy Guy, but he's locked behind download play. Like, why would you have a character locked behind download play, and why would it be Shy Guy? It's such an odd choice. How can you talk about Mario Kart DS without mentioning the awesome battle mode? It was so fun to just go through all the challenges and have a fun time completing them. I was never even able to beat it because I was really young when I played this game and my brother lost it. Thank you! But it was fun nonetheless. The original Mario Kart 8 takes this spot. I want to go over what parts are in this game that aren't in Deluxe, because Deluxe, it isn't obvious now, was number 1. The main difference between Mario Kart 8 and Deluxe is the battle mode. It was clear there was no time put into Mario Kart 8's battle mode at all. It's the only Mario Kart game with no battle maps. There was only balloon battle mode. They just use courses already in the game. Minor changes from this to Deluxe include one item slot and a smaller roster. There was also a pretty big issue with only getting coins in first place, but that was fixed in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as well. Okay, now I can talk about this game in some detail. This game has 48 unique tracks, and there's only one that I dislike. The tracks in this game, like Electrodrome and Mount Wario, are just incredible, and are some of my favorite tracks in the whole series. This game also added the sound horn, which can actually break the blue shell. It is the best feeling when you see a blue shell coming, and you get a sound horn just in time to break it. The game also brought back the Boo and the Feather, the latter being exclusive to battle mode. Speaking of the battle mode, what an overhaul! They added 8 battle tracks, my favorites being Battle Course from the SNES and Woohoo Town. And not only that, they added 4 new battle modes, Coin Runners, Bomb Blast, Renegade Roundup, and my personal favorite, Shine Thief. This is the only Mario Kart game besides the DS where I've loved the battle mode just as much as racing. In fact, when I play with friends, we usually play battle mode just as much as racing. The roster in this game is incredible. Deluxe brought back my favorite Mario character, Drybones, along with King Boo, Bowser Jr., Gold Mario, and the Inklings. This game also introduced anti-gravity, which opened up so many possibilities, and so many great tracks were created from it. 200cc was also added, and it is an incredibly fun challenge because you go so much faster than 150cc. And all of this is portable and able to be played. This game is just incredible in every way. I just can't gush about it enough. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like or maybe even subscribe, and tell me your top 10s in the comment section down below. All footage and images that aren't mine are linked in the description, along with all the music. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.